The Panama Canal, a marvel of engineering and a crucial conduit for international maritime trade, slices through the Isthmus of Panama to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Its operation and design are feats of human ingenuity that facilitate the passage of over 14,000 vessels annually. The canal saves ships an arduous 8,000-mile voyage around the southern tip of South America. The Cape Horn. The Panama Canal stretches about 50 miles from Colón on the Atlantic Ocean to Balboa on the Pacific Ocean. The first attempt to build the canal began in 1880 under French leadership, but construction was abandoned in 1883 after 21,900 construction workers died due to disease outbreaks, especially malaria and yellow fever, and landslides. The United States then began a major effort to build it after the French failure, but the cost was great. Construction caused the deaths of more than 5,600 workers, but it eventually led to the opening of the canal in 1914. The canal was originally managed by the U.S. after overseeing its construction. The canal's operation was transferred to Panama on December 31, 1999, under the Torrijos-Carter treaties. It consists of several key components: the Atlantic and Pacific locks, the Galliard Cut, the Gatun Lake, and the Miraflores locks. The canal uses a system of locks with 2 lanes that operate as water elevators to raise ships to the level of Gatun Lake, approximately 85 feet above sea level, and lower them back to sea level on the other side. The lake itself, created by damming the Chagres River, acts as a vast reservoir. The locks are gigantic concrete chambers. Each lock chamber is 110 feet wide and 1,000 feet long. Gates made of high-duty steel and resembling large doors are opened and closed as necessary to control water level and movement of ships. Tugboats guide vessels into the locks. Electric locomotives, known as mules, pull ships through to prevent contact with the lock sides. The passage through the Panama Canal takes approximately 8 to 10 hours, depending on the vessel's size and traffic at the time. As a ship approaches the canal from either ocean, it must first wait in an anchorage area. Once called forward, the ship heads to the first lock chamber, where it awaits elevation through a careful balancing of water levels controlled by gravity-driven valves. Upon entering the first lock chamber at sea level, ships are lifted stepwise up to the level of Gatun Lake, lifted by flooding the lock chamber with water. Each transition between locks and elevation levels is meticulously controlled to ensure smooth passage. After traversing the length of Gatun Lake, the ship enters the Galliard Cut, a narrow valley carved through the Continental Divide. The descent back to sea level via the Miraflores and Pedro Miguel locks mimics the elevator-style ascension. The descent ensures the vessel's safe exit into the opposite ocean, completing the journey. The efficiency of the canal's operation exemplifies the pinnacle of fluid mechanics and precise human coordination, making it one of the most significant and successful engineering projects ever undertaken.